So as many of you know, just about a week ago, in the heat of the moment, Nigel tragically lost his life.
No, wait, I was kidding.
Now, to say that this has been the hardest week ever for myself and the rest of the Tomato Mafia would be an egregious understatement. But rest assured, because since that time, when he passed, only 7 days ago, I've been seeing Dr. Bergman 3 times a day, every single day.
Let's get to the bottom of this.
And in that time, he's taught me a greater resurrection spell that we're gonna try right now. You just take a 1/4" to 1/8" TRS adapter, stick it up your nose. You place a heavily used pair of toenail clippers in your mouth, and then you just blink 3 times.
We're back, baby. Let's get it.
We good, bro?
Yeah, we cool, fat ass.
All right. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to a brand new buttered and salted corn on the cob. My name is Leon Lush, and I am thick with gratitude that you decided to click on this video instead of the one above it or below it in the recommended feed. Now, there's a phenomenon on YouTube that happens sometimes when relevant people in popular culture die. There's a handful of YouTubers that will use that as an opportunity to hijack the increased web traffic because of that person's untimely death to help heavily line their pockets with advertising revenue. More specifically, in the last few months, we've seen this with the deaths of xxxtentacion and more recently, Mac Miller. Now, typically there's a bit of an outcry online because most people, I think, feel that it's scummy in a sense to exploit somebody's death to try and make yourself money, but I really think that it comes down to how it's executed, right? If it's like a news station, obviously news is going to report on tragic events, but then you have other people like the Mccruddens who are kind of middle of the road for me.
Prior to his untimely passing, here for you on before they're gone.
And then you have really down at the bottom, actually underneath the trash barrel where the cockroaches and the juice lives, the trash juice, you have your ImJayStations.
Mac, there's a lot of people mourning your passing right now. Do you have anything you want to say to them?
Now, Mccrudden is basically a meme at this point. He's kind of like the e-news of YouTube, and him, you know, releasing videos immediately after someone dies about their life is kind of on point with his brand. Maybe he shouldn't have, like, done a sponsorship for a vape company in that video, but it's not that far-fetched for what he normally does. But then you have someone like ImJayStation, who I will say there's been a lot of videos made about this guy already by some of my YouTube contemporaries because it's just, he's like a waste of oxygen, this guy. And he makes a video where he's pretending to communicate with these dead people like X and Mac Miller more recently, and just making an absolute mockery of their death and completely disrespecting their name.
This is freaking crazy, bro. This is freaking crazy, dude. Mac, we definitely see that you're trying to make communication with us.
Blow me. Now, the focus of this video is not JayStation. Just the mere whiff of his content makes me suicidal. And the illustrious, always funny Codiferous Codeine recently made a video on him earlier this week, which is very funny, and he summed JayStation up as
fucking garbage human being. Absolutely fuck you.
Could not agree more.
Every like on this video is a prayer for Mac Miller, his friends, or his family.
And every dislike is a prayer for ImJayStation to get hit by a Greyhound bus. I mean, just a world-class shithead. So you have the bottom feeders like Jay, the middle-of-the-road scumbags like Mccrudden, but then I think there's another dimension to this whole exploitation of people dying, and that is within the paranormal community online.
Are you okay on the other side? xxxtentacion. Is that you that I'm feeling?
This is Steve Huff. He runs a YouTube channel called Huff Paranormal. It's got about 640,000 subscribers, dealing with all things paranormal, ghosts, spirits, things like that. And it's very high quality stuff, great production. I think Steve also has a second channel that he's been doing gear reviews on for years. Seems like a real down-to-earth guy, not really malicious, right? And this is where things get a little gray for me, like, because I think in these in these spirit box sessions where he's talking to Mac Miller and he's talking to xxxtentacion, I honestly believe that he really thinks he's communicating with them, and his audience probably does as well.
Mac Miller. Mac Miller, are you here? Yes. Do you have a message for your fans?
Now, just as a disclaimer, I am pretty much the opposite of someone that believes in the paranormal. You could strap me down to a gurney and a straitjacket in an abandoned, condemned mental institute at 3 a.m. in the middle of a cornfield, and I would sleep like a baby. That doesn't mean I don't respect the paranormal community and what they believe in. I absolutely do. It just doesn't personally do anything for me.
Hey guys, this is Steve Huff from Huff Paranormal, and today, by hundreds of requests, not only in the comments here on my videos, but through email and messaging, I have had hundreds of requests for xxxtentacion.
So is it really exploitation if your entire community wants this video from you because that's what they believe is real and you believe it is real as well? I mean, I don't know. Now, this video got over 5.5 million views and made this guy probably a cool 10 to 15K, so certainly there's incentive there, but I don't know if the intent is malicious.
When I do these sessions on my Patreon to reach loved ones of people there, they put in that effort and do the meditation to send their loved one to me. So this is going to be a challenge, but I don't think it's impossible.
Can I just say how sweet this thing is right here? I don't know what kind of next-gen Ghostbusters prop this is, but I am 100% loving it.
I'm using my Soul Speaker device, which is my invention. It started with the Portal Wonderbox. This is now called the Soul Speaker. Over the last 8 years, I've developed devices to connect with and allow the dead to be heard.
Whoa, pump the brakes, Jesus. Did you say you invented that thing? Well, I must investigate. New invention proves life after death. The Soul Speaker lets us hear the dead, real and miraculous. Yeah, I did a little digging and I found this video on his channel.
My name is Steve Huff, and I am a spirit researcher. In other words, I communicate with the dead. Using a device that I created and invented called the Soul Speaker, I can connect with the other side using my connection that I've built up for over 8 years. Larry, is there a Larry here? Larry, can you feel that white light? I'm feeling a charge, guys. Can you feel the white light? And using this technology, it literally proves life after death.
Wait, you mean to tell me that something the human race couldn't prove for hundreds of thousands of years, you just proved because you modded a toaster oven? Okay, seems legit.
This device is the culmination of all my 8 years of experience, taking everything I've learned and pouring it into this. Can you talk like this?
You're saying that they will. Fucking Arabs.
And the spirits themselves have showed me what to put inside this box to make it easy for them to speak.
You know, I was actually curious where you get directions for a DIY spirit box, but according to Steve here, you just let the spirits tell you what to put in it.
Oh man, I have no clue how to make this Soul Speaker.
Step 1, take your microwave.
Yo, what the hell?
Step 2, glue a cool crystal looking thing to the top.
Alright, I think I got this. Thanks, spirits.
Hi, let's prove this. You're talking. You can help me prove.
Alright, I know I make jokes about it, but low-key, I kind of want to take that thing for a test drive.
Can you see him? We're looking for this young man right here. We're looking for xxxtentacion. Can he come through and leave any messages for his loved ones or fans?
Fox don't need the devil! That sounds like something X would say.
Do you have any messages for your fans? Sure?
I'm here for.
Come on through, be heard. What would you like to say to them? You're dead?
Oh my god. Do you have any messages for your fans?
I'm gonna click on what's called direct line reverse mode.
Yo, direct line reverse mode? Steve! My man's not fucking around.
Come on through, guys. I'm looking for this one young man.
So anyways, he goes on like this for a while, and then he sums it up in the outro.
Thank you for watching. I tried. As I said in the beginning, these things are really hard. Sometimes they can take several tries. So maybe I'll try again in a few days.
Oh man, that would be a shame if you had to try in 2 or 3 more videos that all got 5.5 million views each. Cha-ching.
Nothing in this field is ever guaranteed. It may seem easy by watching the videos to reach a specific person, but it's really not. It takes a lot of dedication, meditation, focus.
Well, I gotta be honest, Steve, you do make it look easy. That much is for sure.
I will try again when I get back. So next week I'll try this again, because sometimes with a few focus sessions you have better luck.
I just can't stop looking at this incredible homemade spirit time traveling device with the microwave with the coiled copper wire on top and the crystal with the rosary beads hanging from it. It's like, it's too good, man. Like this thing, this thing is nice. I want one. Try to do Tupac. So I looked through the videos briefly, and unfortunately I don't think Steve got to do Tupac, but I don't want to leave Mariana Johnson hanging like this when she has a request that Steve didn't get to, so I went ahead and made a little contraption of my own. Tupac Shakur, who killed you?
So with hundreds, if not thousands of requests pouring into me.
So of course when Mac Miller died in the beginning of September, the day after, he uploaded another Spirit Box session where he speaks to Mac Miller.
Requesting me to do this video right here for Mac Miller.
Slips in a little tasteful anti-drug PSA in the beginning.
So I urge you guys out there, girls, guys, whoever, if you're using drugs, don't abuse drugs.
And then we get another 15 riveting minutes of this.
We're looking for Mac Miller. Mac Miller, are you here? Yes. Do you have a message for your fans?
I mean, talk about goosebumps.
Okay, now we're going to try the SCD2, which is a software application for Windows only. Same concept as a Spirit Box radio, but without all that noise, which hinders communication.
Except only this time he integrates an iPad app into the chain that's going to help get rid of some of the white noise while we're talking to Mac Miller. This is some groundbreaking shit right here. Just out of curiosity, if there's any programmers in the audience right now, if you could leave me a little insight in the comment section about how you might go about programming an iPad app to talk to dead people. I'm just curious. Is it hard? Is it easy? Are there a lot of lines of code? Do the spirits have to tell you how to do it? Kurt Cobain, please. We want to hear from him. Johnny Cash, can you do Lil Peep again? Do another Mac video, please. Please do Tupac. We want to hear from Tupac. Paul Walker, please. Oh, Paul Walker. I miss him. It's been a long day. All right, so I'm curious what you guys think. I need a little help here. We talked about the middle-of-the-road Mccruddens. We talked about the bottom-of-the-barrel JayStations clearly being a scumbag, exploitative piece of dog shit. But I don't know how to feel about these paranormal guys, the crowd, because it's like I think they're really into this. They believe this stuff, and that's fine. And if you truly believe it, are you exploiting? I don't think so. If you really do believe it, I don't think you're doing it maliciously. Now, as far as Steve Huff goes, with Huff Paranormal, like I say, he seems like a real genuine guy. And clearly there's incentive to do these because he's making some fucking serious coin, but I also think he probably thinks it's real. Maybe it is real. I don't fucking know. I mean, shit, I made a homemade contraption and on the first try, talked with Tupac. Somebody help me out here. Throw me a bone. You guys leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. I'm sure there'll be plenty of differing opinions I'll get to sift through. Listen, if you enjoy the channel, you like what I do, sometimes you want to support the channel, I just enabled channel memberships. $5 a month, you can support the channel if you want. You get a couple of custom perks, custom badges in chat, you get some custom emojis, some behind the scenes stuff I'll be posting in the members only posts in the community tab. You also get first access to any new music I make in the future. You'll get early download links for those, and discount codes on future merch releases. So that's an option. If you want to do that, great. If you don't, that's also great. I do appreciate you watching, as always. Also, I have a merch store that I put up recently. You can grab a couple of designs down there if you want a t-shirt, a hoodie, or whatever. That also helps support the channel and keeps you looking fly as a motherfucker at the same time. I really do appreciate you guys. Feels good to have Nigel back, doesn't it? If you could do me a favor and just 1080 backflip 360 fucking hip thrust that motherfucking like button for me, I would appreciate it. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. tune in.